Hi, welcome back to the Chemical Reactions Unit in Science 1206. I'm Miss Ledwell, and in this video, we'll talk about binary ionic compounds with multivalent transition metals. Let's get started. Remember that the transition metals are distributed across 10 columns, columns 3 to 12, located in the center of the periodic table. They are grouped together because their electron arrangements are complex and distinct from those of other metal elements. Many transition metals are multivalent metals. What that means is multivalent metals form more than one type of ion. For example, iron, Fe, forms more than one cation. It forms two, Fe2+ and Fe3+. Copper, Cu, can form Cu1+ or Cu2+. Gold, Au, can form Au3+ and Au1+. When naming compounds containing multivalent metals, it is necessary to specify the charge by using a Roman numeral. So if the charge is +1, we use the Roman numeral to represent that, which is just one line. +2, the Roman numeral is 2 lines. +3, 3 lines. Charge of +4, we have 1 and then a V. +4, we have a line and then a V. +5 is just a V. 6 is a V followed by a line. And 7 is a V followed by 2 lines. Let's look at some examples of multivalent metals. The first one we'll look at is lead. The chemical symbol for lead is Pb. If we look lead up in the periodic table of ions, we can see there's lead 2+ and lead 4+. We name these ions the lead 2 ion, and we use the Roman numerals to represent 2, and the lead 4 ion, and we use Roman numerals to represent 4. Our next multivalent metal is tin. The chemical symbol for tin is capital S lowercase n. When we look tin up on the periodic table of ions, we can see there's an ion that's positively 2 charged, and a tin ion that's positively 4 charged. To write the names of these ions, we have tin 2 represented with Roman numerals and tin 4 represented with Roman numerals. Our next metal is cobalt. The symbol for cobalt is Co. If we look that up on the periodic table of ions, we can see there's 2 ions for cobalt, one with a positive charge of 2, and the other cobalt ion has a charge of +3. When we name the ions, we say cobalt 2 using our Roman numerals to indicate 2, and cobalt 3 using our Roman numerals to indicate 3. Our next metal is copper. The chemical symbol of copper is Cu. When we look copper up on the periodic table of ions, we can see there's 2 ions for copper. We have copper with a +1 charge and copper with a charge of +2. When we name those ions, we say copper 1, representing the 1 with a Roman numeral, and copper 2, representing the 2 with Roman numerals. And our last example is the metal iron, with the chemical symbol capital F lowercase e. When we look iron up on the periodic table of ions, we can see that we have iron 2 and iron 3, and we use our Roman numerals to indicate this. There are a couple exceptions we need to talk about. So some exceptions apply to the Roman numerals assignment for transition metals, and these include cadmium, and the cadmium ion has a +2 charge, the zinc ion, which has a +2 charge, and silver, which has a charge of +1. Cadmium, zinc, and silver are transition metals, but they're not multivalent. They exist only as one ion. So the names of compounds containing these 3 transition metals, cadmium, zinc, and silver, will not have a Roman numeral included. Now it's time to continue to the next video. In the next video, we will continue to explore naming ionic compounds with multivalent transition metals. See you soon!